Hello and welcome to Ask the Source. I'm your host Josh Reinstein and we're here in our beautiful studio in Jerusalem. My guest today is Nadia Matar, the co-chair of the Sovereignty Movement. Nadia, thank you for being on the show.
Thank you for having me and our message. And shalom to all the listeners and viewers.
So first off, what is the Sovereignty Movement?
Sovereignty Movement is really Women for Israel's Tomorrow, Women in Green, that for the past 30 years has been promoting that the land of Israel belongs to the people of Israel because God gave us this land. God gave the Jewish people the land of Israel. It's written in the Bible and the Tanakh. And after the Oslo agreements were signed in '93, my mother-in-law of blessed memory, Ruth Matar, found that the women in green, that we do not agree to go back to the green line. And over the years, especially the youth told us that we should have a name that is more that everybody can identify with, and therefore we renamed ourselves after I met Yehudit Katzover, one of the founders of the Renewed Jewish Settlement in Hebron, and we met in 2005, and we understood that we have to continue to fight for Judea and Samaria after we lost the Gaza Strip, temporarily, hopefully, and we understood that the message, that what needs to be done is to have a plan of the right. The right wing for so many years had no plan, only said no, also at our demonstrations, no to a Palestinian state, no to giving Yasser Arafat weapons and money. No, no, no. You can't go around life saying no all the time. What is our yes? What do we want? And that is when Yehudit Katzover in 2011 said we have to promote what should have been done on the sixth day of the Six-Day War, the application of Israeli sovereignty over Judea and Samaria, which the CNN calls the West Bank, but Judea and Samaria is our biblical, God-given biblical heartland.
We're seeing a lot of pressure not just to stop sovereignty in Judea and Samaria, but to actually stop building homes in Judea and Samaria. In fact, even the Biden administration is likening building homes in Judea and Samaria to the terror attacks that are inflicted on the Jewish populations there. Where is this coming from?
It's an outrage. Some people will call it pure anti-Semitism. Others will call it lack of knowledge. I think that unfortunately the Arabs have done an incredible PR job over the past 50, 60 years in pretending that they're a people. The Palestinian people is an invention of the 1970s. Unfortunately, it worked. There was no Palestinian people. You know, somebody wrote the book of the history of the Palestinian people, 400 white pages, to show that they don't have a king, they don't have a prophet, they don't have a coin, they don't have a special language. They're Arabs. I'm not saying there's no Arabs, but there's no Palestinian people as a peoplehood. My uncle Max Rabinovich was a Palestinian before '48 when he lived in what was called in English Palestine. It was the name to depict the region, and we called it the land of Israel. And the Arabs promoted a very harsh and violent lies that the world bought, and we have to be here, thanks to you and thanks to all your viewers, to fight those lies and to bring the truth, because we believe that there is truth and there's lies, a true narrative and a false narrative, and the Arabs are promoting a false narrative with one purpose: the destruction of the state of Israel.
Anyone who reads the Bible knows that Shiloh, Hebron, Beit El, these are ancient Jewish cities. Yet if you go to the governments around the world, they're saying that we're occupying territory and we're occupying these cities. How could they just come out and say you're occupying the cities that are from the Bible, from the Jewish book of the Torah? Where's it coming from?
For more than 3,000 years, when the Jews said next year in Zion, next year in Jerusalem, they were talking about Bet El, Shiloh, Hebron. They were not thinking about a disco in Eilat, with all due respect, and also not a pub in Tel Aviv. That is our heartland, that is our biblical heartland, and people have to remember, we are called Jews because we're from Judea. So it is outrageous to even think that some people want to expel Jews from Judea, detaching ourselves from our identity. And therefore, when you say the world, the media, yes, but we know that there's millions of people out there who don't buy those lies, and it is up to each and one of you now and each one of us to fight those lies and to understand that it is good also for them that we should be here and that there should not be a Palestinian state. And you know what? I have a little secret. There's a lot of Arabs in our sovereignty movement who want to join and also don't want a Palestinian state. Not many of them dare to come out in public because they still want their head to be attached to their shoulders. But some of them are brave enough to say, we prefer to be residents under Israeli sovereignty than citizens in a Palestinian Islamo-fascist state, which is their language, not mine. And therefore, for the betterment of the world, not only for my private life, we have to have sovereignty over Judea and Samaria, which wasn't done in '67, and it will be good for everyone.
Nadia, there are literally tens of millions of people watching this show. What message do you have for our viewing audience?
The terrorists, the jihad, the Hamas, the PA, it's all the same. They have a slogan. First the Saturday people, then the Sunday people. First we will harm and get rid of the Saturday people, the Jews, and then the Sunday people, the Christians. There's a battle here between those who want to destroy Western civilization based on the Bible, and the other side, the side of the light, the side those who are saying, we go according to the Bible. God gave the land of Israel to the Jewish people. And therefore, if we want to win this battle, we have to be on the side of those who go with their flag, with the Bible as our flag, with God who said that this land belongs to the Jewish people. And therefore, if we want to have order in the world, if we want to stop terror, if we don't want to give in and cave in to the terrorists, we have to do what the Bible and what God ordered and said. The land of Israel in its entirety has to be under Israeli sovereignty.
Thank you, Nadia, for being on the show.